Okay, so if you're a photographer who loves, and I mean loves, getting out there into the wild, you know the struggle. It's this constant battle, right? You're chasing that perfectly sharp, once-in-a-lifetime shot, but your gear, well, it often feels like it's fighting you every step of the way. Today, we're going to dig into a piece of equipment that claims it can finally end that compromise for good. Just take a second and picture this. You're there, you've hiked for hours, you're exhausted but exhilarated, the light is absolutely epic, everything is lining up. But the big question is your gear ready for this moment? This quote, it just gets right to the heart of what every single landscape and travel photographer lives for. This is the moment of truth. And yeah, that moment of truth so often leads to a dilemma, a constant battle that we fight with our own equipment. It's this super frustrating cycle that can literally stand between us and the images we see in our heads, the ones we're dying to capture. Let's just be real for a second. Seriously, think about it. What about that time the wind suddenly picked up and your lightweight tripod just couldn't handle it? Or that time you left the big, heavy tripod in the car because you just could not face carrying it one more step? How many of those potential masterpieces have we all lost just because our gear was too much of a hassle? And this slide it nails the core problem, doesn't it? For years, this has been the choice we've been forced to make. On one side, you've got the heavy, beastly tripods. Yeah, they're rock solid, but they are a total pain to lug up a mountain. And on the other side, you've got these super lightweight options that are a breeze to carry, but they wobble if you so much as breathe on them too hard, which means blurry shots. It's a lose-lose situation. But what if you didn't have to make that compromise anymore? What if that choice is no longer necessary? The source material we're diving into today proposes a genuine game changer, a real solution to this age-old problem. So let me introduce you to the COMAN Zero F38 Y series. This is the product that's being positioned as the answer. See, it's not just another tripod. It's a tool that's been designed from the ground up to completely eliminate that frustrating choice between being stable and being portable. So what's the mission here? Well, it's all about liberating your photography, freeing you from that feeling of being weighed down by your own gear. It's about empowering you to actually capture those incredible images that you see in your mind's eye. It's built to go wherever your adventures take you, and most importantly, to get rid of that need to compromise. This thing is engineered for the modern explorer who doesn't want their equipment getting in the way. Okay, so how does it do it? How does it pull this off? Well, the magic, or the science, it all lies in the material. Let's break down the secret to its performance, and that is the carbon fiber advantage. Now, for anyone who's not familiar, carbon fiber isn't just some marketing buzzword. No way. It's a seriously high-tech composite material that gives you the absolute best of both worlds. Think of it like this. It has the strength of steel, but without all that punishing weight. There's a reason it's used in things like race cars and aerospace tech, and that's exactly why it's perfect for a tripod. This chart really visualizes it perfectly. Just look at these performance levels. The bar for weight is incredibly low. That's exactly what we want for hiking. But then look at the bar for rigidity or stiffness. It's maxed out. Now the real magic trick is in that third bar, vibration dampening. Think of it like the suspension in a really good car. It's the material's built-in ability to absorb and just cancel out those tiny shakes, from the wind, or even from you just pressing the shutter button. It stops those blurs from ever even reaching your camera's sensor. And what's the payoff for all that fancy science? It's simple. You get pin-sharp images. All of that technology, all of that engineering, it all boils down to one thing: eliminating the blur caused by camera shake. And that, my friends, is the #1 enemy of every serious photographer. But, having a great material is only half the story. The tripod also has to be easy to use out in the field. And that brings us to its really smart practical design. This thing was engineered for how photographers actually work in the real world. Let's just walk through a typical setup. First off, because it's so light, you actually arrive at your spot with energy to spare. Its durable build means you're not worried about setting it up on some rocky, uneven ground. And then, and this is huge, the integrated quick release plate lets you mount your camera in seconds. You're not going to miss that fleeting light because you are fumbling with your gear. And I know what some of you are thinking. Is this thing strong enough for my heavy gear? The answer is a huge yes. This is not some flimsy little travel tripod. It's designed to provide robust, secure support for professional-grade, full-frame DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. Even with those big, heavy lenses, your expensive equipment is safe and stable, period. So when you put it all together, the material science and the really smart design, What do you actually get?
Well, it's way more than just a piece of gear. The source material describes it as an investment in your creative freedom. And that right there is the ultimate payoff.
This chart here really breaks down what that freedom actually looks like for you. So look at these slices. It means you can actually venture out to more remote, more interesting locations without being completely weighed down. It means your work becomes technically better. You're capturing sharper, higher quality images. And maybe, just maybe, the most important part, you can rediscover the actual joy of photography itself because all that frustration is finally gone. I absolutely love this quote from the source. It just perfectly summarizes the whole idea. See, the goal isn't just to own a tripod. The goal is to own a tool that enables you, a tool that helps you bring the images that are in your head to life without any compromises holding you back. And that really just leaves us with one final and, I think, pretty powerful question to ponder. When the weight, the instability, and the hassle are just removed from the equation, what becomes possible for you? What will you create when your gear finally stops being a limitation and starts being a true partner in your creativity? It's definitely something to think about.